Deep in the heart of Whispering Woods lived a squirrel named Sir Nibbles. He wasn't like the other squirrels who were content with gathering nuts. Sir Nibbles had a dream. He wanted to be a wizard. He loved reading old scrolls about magic spells and potions. He even tried to wiggle his nose like he imagined a wizard would. Sadly, no matter how much he practiced, no magic ever happened. The other animals chuckled at his attempts. But Sir Nibbles never gave up. He believed that one day his dream would come true. He just knew it. Every morning, Sir Nibbles woke up in his cozy dray, high up in an oak tree. He would fluff his tail, put on his tiny pointed hat, which he never took off, and start his day. He would scamper through the branches, practicing his spells. Abracadabra, he'd squeak, tossing a berry in the air. But the berry always fell back down, untouched by magic. After his practice, he would visit his friend, Barry the bear. Barry was a kind bear with a big heart, and he always listened patiently to Sir Nibbles' stories. One sunny afternoon, Sir Nibbles was telling Barry about his latest magic experiment, which, of course, hadn't worked. Barry listened patiently, nodding his furry head. Suddenly, an old owl, Professor Hoot, landed on a branch above them. "Did I hear someone talking about magic?" hooted Professor Hoot, his eyes twinkling. Sir Nibbles was excited. He knew Professor Hoot was the wisest creature in the woods. Professor Hoot told them about the legend of the golden acorn, a magical acorn hidden at the top of the tallest tree in the woods. It was said to grant wishes. Sir Nibbles' heart thumped with excitement. This was his chance. He had to find the golden acorn. He looked at Barry, his eyes shining with hope. "Will you come with me, Barry?" he asked. Barry, always happy to help a friend, readily agreed. And so the adventure began. With Barry by his side, Sir Nibbles felt braver than ever. They packed some berries for the journey and set off towards the tallest tree in the woods. Section 5. A Slow and Steady Friend. As they journeyed through the woods, they came across a clearing. There, they found a snail, leaving a shimmering trail behind him. "Hello," chirped Sir Nibbles. "We're looking for the tallest tree in the woods. Do you know where it is?" "Hello," said the snail in a slow, gentle voice. "My name is Slow-Mo. And yes, I know the tree you seek. Follow me." Slow-Mo, despite being slow, was determined to help. He knew the forest better than anyone. And so, the unlikely trio continued their quest, with Slow-Mo leading the way. Section 6. The Climb to the Top. Finally, they reached the tallest tree. It was a giant oak, its branches reaching for the sky. The climb was difficult, but Sir Nibbles was determined. Barry helped him up the steepest parts, and Slow-Mo cheered them on with a "You can do it" every few minutes. They climbed for what felt like hours. Finally, they reached the top. There, nestled among the leaves, was the legendary golden acorn shining brightly. Section 7. A Wish Upon an Acorn. Sir Nibbles carefully picked up the golden acorn. He closed his eyes and made his wish. "I wish to do magic, real magic," he whispered. He waited, his heart pounding. But nothing happened. He opened his eyes, feeling a little disappointed. Maybe the legend wasn't true after all. He sighed and was about to tell Barry and Slow-Mo when he noticed something. The leaves around them were rustling, even though there was no wind, and the flowers were blooming, even though it wasn't spring. Section 8. The Magic of Friendship. Suddenly, Sir Nibbles understood. The golden acorn hadn't given him the power to do magic. The magic was already there. The magic of friendship, of kindness, of believing in himself and his dreams. He realized that the real magic was the journey he'd shared with his friends. He smiled at Barry and Slow-Mo. "Thank you," he said, his voice filled with emotion. This was the most magical adventure ever. Section 9. Sir Nibbles, the Beloved. Word of Sir Nibbles' adventure and his newfound wisdom spread throughout Whispering Woods. The other animals, who had once chuckled at his dreams, now looked at him with admiration. They realized that true magic came from within. Sir Nibbles never did learn to wiggle his nose like a wizard, but he didn't mind. He had found something much more valuable, the true meaning of magic and the importance of friendship. And so, Sir Nibbles, the little squirrel who dreamed of being a wizard, became a legend in Whispering Woods, not for his magic, but for his kind heart and his incredible adventures.